Good morning. Savva here, Football Heritage TV. It is nice to be back in the UK. They are words I didn't think that I would ever say. Apologies, it all feels a little bit off centre at the moment. My seat, was in the right place. My mic was in the right place. And now I don't know if it all is, but hopefully everyone is well. Listen, we call it a Sunday morning rant, but as long as everything is well in the Spurs community, then it's not so much a rant, more a chance for us to have a Tottenham Hotspur chat. Before we start, let's do some administration. Oh, that sounds boring, doesn't it? Oh, that sounds dreadfully boring. By admin, I mean, smash that like button. I don't ask enough, I don't think, for likes on my streams. And by the way, in the 2 weeks I've been gone, 4 weeks was a stag do. 10 days was a holiday. I've had over 555 subs, so it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for that. Listen, we are going to pull away from the people behind us, and we're going to catch up with the likes of Sean and Henry Wright TV. So let's do that. We are currently on 6,324 subs. Let's get that to the 7,000 as quick as possible. If you haven't, please subscribe. If you have, thank you very, very much. So this, of course, for anyone who remembers before I went away, the morning rants are a chance for everybody to ask their own questions and for us to just discuss anything that's been going on with Spurs. This is a chance for people who don't have a YouTube channel to come in the comments, have their say. And I will, as always, for anybody that does know me, try and read out as many comments as I can. What's happened? What's happened in the last 14 days? I'll tell you what's happened. Spurs have signed a new number one goalkeeper in Guillermo Vicario. We have signed a new playmaker. I say that. We signed that new playmaker. It's been 4 years, I think, since Christian Eriksen left, since we've had a playmaker. And we now have one. We now have James Maddison. Along with that, we've sold Harry Winks. Best of luck to Winksy. What do you all make of that? Harry Winks leaving. He's gone to Leicester City, a deal that will see Spurs probably recoup about 10 to 12 million when all is told. His level, anyone sad to see him go? Was it the right time? You let me know. Please, if you've got questions, put them in the chat. Put a capital Q, then ask the question to ensure that your question does get read out. Make it a super chat. I will try and read as many out that aren't super chats as possible, but sometimes there are just so many comments. There's already 180 of you in here, and we've only been going live for about 3 minutes. So welcome to each and every one of you. It is nice to be back. What else has happened at Spurs? We've agreed personal terms with Tapsoba. Feels like that was ages ago, doesn't it? Feels like that was absolutely ages ago. We've seen Mickey van der Ven. Romano said that we had opened verbal talks with Mickey van der Ven. Verbal talks with Mickey. Other than that, lots of links with the likes of Tosin Adarabioyo. Links with Alex Scott. We've seen links with players like Eze. We've seen links with players like Bremer. Lots of links going around, but it's all gone a bit quiet on the bringing in front. Are we being greedy? We've got 2 signings in the space of about 5 days. Are we then being greedy that we haven't made any more since? Do we have a lot of work to do? Is everyone going to get frustrated the longer that the new signing is not a centre-back? Lots and lots of stuff going on. So first of all, big up and welcome. There's 204 of you in here. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to all of you. Apologies. Hair is a mess. I've just come back from holiday. Beard's a mess. I promise once this show finishes, I will go down to my barber's and get a nice cut and a face massage and all that kind of stuff. Where to start? Put some questions in the chat. We'll start talking. Let's start with the obvious. Let's start with James Maddison. James Maddison, everybody. I'm slightly shocked. I don't know about you guys and girls. I'm slightly shocked that I feel that a lot of people were a bit downbeat about the signing of James Maddison. I felt like there was a load of people that were, yeah, this is brilliant. This is the guy we need. Get him in. It's great. We've got a playmaker. He's English. He can assist. He can score. He's a set piece specialist. Some people saying, they're really disappointed and that they wanted the guy that's just gone to Liverpool. Now, I'm going to butcher his name, but Dominic Szoboszlai, apologies if I've got that wrong. By the way, top player, But again, that's the difference in the pool you know that you're fishing in. Yeah, this is where we're shopping. This is where the likes of Liverpool can shop. They're shopping at 70 million. We're shopping at 40. Yeah, and that's why when people go, "Oh, just go and get this player," I think we need to be really, really, really careful. Good morning. We've got loads of people in the chat already. We've got people like Kudos in the chat. We've got Carl in the chat. Good evening from Oz, Carl. We've got Bun That Zoot. Josep is in the chat. I'm in the chat. Larionka is in the chat. Big up to you as well. Top G14. We've got JG. We've got Nigel. We've got Tom Thacker. We've got Die Name. Great name. We have got Finn Rickwood is in the house. Wolves Finland. Mark Cousins. Big up, Mark Cousins. Big up, big up, big up. We've got Philly. By the way, if anyone wants to be a moderator on the channel, then please just let me know. And depending if I like you, depending if I trust you, I will add you as a moderator. We try and keep this as sensible as possible. But we've got great people like Philly in the chat. We've got David in the chat. Strasbourg, Steve, big up my man Steve out there in the States. We've got my man George Raffis in the chat. Loves music. Big up Elias in the chat. Paul, thank you very much. Yeah, the flight was nice and simple. 2 hours, nice and simple. Watched something on Netflix and it was absolutely done. Right, let's get into football. James Maddison. Here we go. Oh, Mr. MJR Assassin123. I mean, that's a mouthful there, my friend. Said, may I just say, Savva, as much as I disagreed with your opinion on Conte, I have to say that a lot of what you have said this transfer window has been on point. Listen, I get this a lot. A lot of people disagreed on my point on Antonio Conte. I think what I'm seeing, though, is James Maddison, for example. You're not signing a James Maddison under Antonio Conte. So I'm happy. You know, that for me, there are lots of reasons not to like Antonio Conte. People did like him. His football wasn't for me. I can't lie. I'm not sad to see him go. I'm really, really, really happy. Some blokes say I've been tango. No, just a little tang going on. Tony Rodriguez says, shouldn't we be able to afford Tosin, Adebayo, Tapsoba and Van der Ven and really show we mean business? Do you know what? I don't think it's a matter of affording at this stage. I think, again, let me know if you disagree with this. This is just a conversation. My understanding would be that it's not so much about affording them, Tony. I think it's more about squad size. I think there's a lot of players in that squad. You think about it, in that back line at the moment, you've got Royal and Porro on the right and Spence. You've got three there. You've got Tanganga, Roden, Sanchez, Davis, Dyer, Romero. So you've got those six at centre-half, and then you've got Sessegnon, Adoji, Reggie, and Perisic. So if I make that right, that's about 17... No, that's not good maths at all. That's about 14 players I've just mentioned. If you start bringing another three centre-halves before you get rid of them, I feel like that's a lot of players. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think we should definitely be looking to bring in 2 to 3 centre-halves. I just don't think it's going to be as simple as us just going, yeah, just bring in 3. I think we're going to need to find some clubs for those other people. Guys and girls, let's smash those likes as quickly as possible. Let's get this up to 100 likes. We're on 71. And let's smash those subscribes. By the way, myself, Henry Wright TV, and Spurs Talk Show, we have got some big stuff coming up for you this year. We're going to do a lot more linking together. So please smash that subscribe button. Help me get up there to join them in the 10K. Strasbourg Steve has said, good to have you back. I'll join if you want some company and talk of Vicario. I will. Today, I'm just going to do myself, Steve, just to ease myself back in. But obviously, I'll get you on during the week, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. And listen, Vicario, we're going to talk him in a minute. By the way, I'm not ignoring lots of questions. I am starring them. For anyone that doesn't know what that means, I am putting them into the back, almost like a back office, so to speak, and we'll go through them. I looked badly burnt. Did I? I don't think I looked badly burnt. I thought I looked nicely. No? I thought I looked a nice colour, but okay. Thanks, bro. Future Music has said this painful rebuild is a beautiful thing. We've waited long enough. Come on, you Spurs. Well, look, we've put two 2 blocks in place. Now we need to move forward. And I think a lot of people are on the same page that we very much need centre halves. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that, to be honest. Giovanni Dos Santos has just put in a super chat. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Another good player that was not quite bought into any system, but a good footballer nonetheless. Let's go back to James Maddison. Let me know in the chat, if I said to you, give me a score out of 10 for James Maddison. Out of 10 as a signing, what are you giving him? I want to see the stretch of scores. So I want a score of 10 being absolutely amazing, 1 being awful, get him out of the club already. Where do you guys and girls see this signing? If you can if we can get a 1 to 10 put in there. Elias, don't worry, mate. I was not going to make you moderator. Don't worry about that. Let me know. Let me know what you think about James Maddison. There's a lot of people here. I'm seeing new names as well. Lloyd Hughes is in here. Lots of people want to see Eric Dyer sold. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting. So let me know how you feel about the James Maddison signing. Maybe I should go back on holiday. Maybe this is this all kicked off. All these Spurs signings kicked off because I went on holiday. LFC for the doubler said, yeah, I forgot Reguilon still played. Yeah, he's still a Spurs player, my man. He was there yesterday at Hotspur Way. He was, I mean, what did you all make of it? Did you see the video of them all arriving? Anyone see Ndombele looked like he was going to a rap concert? It was all a bit weird, but hey, it is what it is. By the way, I am starring some chats. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can't believe people think I look burnt. I mean, I'm not burnt. I'm anything from it, but hey, it is what it is. So let's get some scores for James Maddison signing. So we've got a 9 from LSE for the double, 8, an 8.5. Hamish has given a 10, a 9. I think that's meant to be 9 out of 10 or a 91. Either way, it's a good score. 10 from Strasbourg Steve. 9.5, 9, 9. Oh, we've dropped down to a 7. There's the lowest one. Joseph, why? Joseph, why only a 7? Give me some reasoning, my man. Put it in the chat. Why a 7? Bun that suit's gone for an 8. Philly has given an 8 out of 10. Eze would be a 10. Interesting, Philly, my man. How are you, Phil? Let us know. Why'd you say that? I'm not disagreeing. I'm just asking why is Eze a 10 and Maddison an 8? Interesting. Jeff has gone with an 8. Maddison signing an 8. 8. Arsenal fans saying it's an 8. 8 from Blake. 8 from some bloke. Great name that. Paul Connor has said got to be a 10 out of 10. He just slots into our new system perfectly. I'm so excited about this. I really, really am. Just quickly, Santu has come in. Big up, Santu. I hope you are well. Who's the person in your picture, Santu? Has said Maddison is a 10 out of 10 signing. Isn't it interesting? We're getting some 7s, some 8s, some 9s, some 10s. Carl's gone with an 8.5. James Atwell's gone with a 5, the lowest one so far. James, why? Why do we not like this? Why do we not like this signing? 8 from Midori, 10 from David, 10, absolutely spot on signing, says Palcic. Nick Brown, big up Nick, has said, as we are Spurs, I'd give it a 9. Bryce has said 1. He's worse at centre back than Dyer. Could he be worse at centre back than Dyer? I've not seen it. To be honest, I've not seen it. Oh, I've seen it below. Okay, no worries. Pete has said 8 only because do you get 30 plus games out of him in a season? Yes. And this is the interesting thing. So let's have a look at this, shall we? This myth that James Maddison doesn't play a lot of games. Let's have a look. He plays for Tottenham Hotspur, doesn't he? Let's have a look. James Maddison. Okay, people. This myth, in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons, he played 44 games for Norwich, 33 for Leicester, 33 for Leicester, 35 for Leicester, and 30 last season. I think that when people just say, oh, he's really injury prone, does that mean he's really injury prone, or he's just had a couple of injuries that people remember? Interesting one, isn't it? Interesting one. Please, guys and girls, smash that like button. I mean, there's only 88 likes. There's nearly 365 of you in here. And hands up, who has not subscribed? Who has not subscribed? How do we get you to subscribe? Let's get on the march to that 7,000 as quickly as possible. We're on 6,327. It's gone bananas. Let's get another 20 subscribers throughout this show. Smash that subscribe button. Let me know when you have so I can say thank you. Wolves Finland, big up, has said Maddison need to take a long Porro. Maybe sometimes even Sonny Spurs free kicks. If Kane stays, he can't ruin those anymore. Someone needs to grow a pair and tell that with Harry. I would love to think, and I'm sure everyone else in this chat would love to think, that James Maddison will be our new free kick taker. Anyone disagree with that? Everyone happy with that? Drula has said, we've been lacking that midfield dynamite, and I think Maddison is the man. Absolutely agree with you. Anthony Rose has said, full team back Savva, so why I would leave you spend on more? Well, this is the point. I mean, I think we need to start seeing some of those players go. I think now a lot of them are back from their holidays. We will start to see that. I mean, look, great work from me, right? I decided to coincide me coming back from holiday with the Spurs players. Just saying. So keep smashing that like button. Thank you for the 3 people that just subscribed. Please, if you haven't, go and smash that subscribe button. Mark's giving it a 9 out of 10. Shem said, welcome back. So have a nice tan. Thanks, Shem. Thank you. Maddison, I give a 7 until I see him play. Interesting. Harsh, I think. I think it's a top signing. But hey, each to their own. It's all opinions. Donna Cullen is in the chat. I'm sure it's not the real one, but big up, Donna. It was much better when Margot Robbie was in the chat. But Donna Cullen, hey, it is what it is. Thank you. 2 more people have just subscribed as well. So keep smashing that subscribe button. Thank you so much. Going to be having 3 or 4 bits of content for you every day for the next 3 months. So please smash that subscribe button and help me grow. John Ellis Hall, big up John, has said a 10. Danny, big up man, has said 9. Thank you very much, Neil. Fina said a 10 just because of the quality of the player. But it's the price of the deal, and it's by far the best signing we've made in a decade. I agree with you. Nick Brown has said Ndombele was clutching his hamstring walking away from the cab. It wouldn't surprise me. He's so slow and unfit, isn't he? Bobby has said, Savva, I'm still yet to hear a logical reason why Arsenal won't win the league next season. Okay. I mean, I've not publicly, well, I have, but not really on many shows. A logical reason why they won't, because Man City are too good. Listen, I think Arsenal have made some good signings. I do. Have they got enough depth, or have they just replaced the midfield? We'll see. Look, there's a long way to go in the window before we start talking about that. But I think Man City gave everybody like a 3 or 4 month head start last year and still won a treble. That's worrying. They had Haaland to settle in. He doesn't need to settle in anymore. So listen, I can't. Can anyone see past Man City for the title realistically? Whether you love them, whether you hate them, whether you're indifferent, can anyone see it? Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Getting a player of Maddison's quality for basically 30 million. If you look at the Wink still going the other way, sure. 9.6 Lenny Moon. Big up Lenny Moon. How are you, mate? Are you well? Hope you're good. Daniel's giving it an 8. Strasbourg Steve has said, I'm bummed that Newcastle couldn't sign either Shablassi or Maddison. I hope we can get someone like Danny Olmo or Jesper Lindstrom. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it all depends on the formations your manager wants to play, right? But yeah, look, Newcastle are doing their bit. Newcastle just signed Tonali. Very good midfielder, Steve. Listen, I don't need to tell you. You watch more football than anyone I know. But, you've just bought Tonali. And that's not that bad, is it? So let's have a look. Let's get to a couple of questions, shall we? And thank you very much so far for all the super chats. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Let's get the likes up, people. We are on 124. And I'm so happy to be back and streaming. And hopefully I look happier than when I left. Where are we? Where are we? Barry and Baxter is in the house and says, Savva, I'm from the subcontinent. Your tan is only a few shades off me, pal. I'm glad we got Maddison. If only Kane can be taken off free kicks for the love of Zeus. Not begging, my man. Listen, growing. Listen, my aim is to move into this full time. To do that, you've got to hit a level. So if it sounds like begging, I'm sorry. We're just asking, you know, it takes a lot. Anyone get the feeling that this is the exact same person as just now? And I've just given you a logical reason. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, Mark Cousins has said, I refuse to get excited. I've been there, done that over the last 30 years. Listen, I'm with you, Mark, but do you know what? I think I need to feel excited about a season. I need to feel excited about my football club again. I need to. I just feel like I really feel like it's been so crap for so long. Pardon the language. I feel it's been so bad. And, you know, we've had managers that just don't play football. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy get going. I'm not saying from game one it's going to be amazing football, but he will get us playing eventually. I know it. This is what this guy does. Let's just get to let's get to some comments. Let's get some questions. Okay, here we go. First question was James has said, question, we've done well in the transfer market, but much to do. Who do you want to see next? James, this is a simple one for me. It's not so much about who I want to see next. It's just where I want to see the signings coming in. And it's got to be centre-half. It's got to be centre-half, isn't it? Listen, I'm a believer, James, that, you know, we talk a lot about what we need in the first 11. So everyone now has said, right, you've got the goalkeeper. Great. You've got the playmaker. Now centre-halves. I truly believe we need another midfielder. I think we need a Paul. I'm not saying him per se, but I think we need a Paulinho, a Wanyama type that's going to allow our attacking fullbacks to go forward. I think we need attacking midfielders. I think we're still quite light in the forward areas. You've got Son, Kane, and Kulusevski, Richarlison, and Hill. And then obviously Maddison in there as well. For me, you start picking up a couple of injuries, you've not got a lot. So for me, I still think we need one or two more in that area. So I still think we need another 5 signings this summer, if I'm brutally honest. But thank you very much for the question. RR says, Sav, what do you think of the championship striker that we're linked with? Mate, could you put in the comments and let me know who? I see Spurs are linked with a lot of people. Is it the Coventry City bloke, Goyakez? Let me know who you're talking about, my man. David has said, do you think we've spent our budget and our incomings depend on outgoings? Food for thought. I don't reckon we spent our budget. I reckon there's still budget there. But I do think that any football club has got to make sure that you haven't got too many players on the books. And like we just went through about 13, 14 defenders there. Then when you add in Skip, Sarr, Ndombele, Lo Celso, Basuma, Højbjerg, Bentancur, there's 7 central midfielders. Devine, Harvey White, that's 9. Now you add in Brian Hill, 10, Maddison, 11, Kane, Son, Richarlison, Kulusevski, you got Parrott, you got Scarlett. There's a lot of players in that squad, and there's probably a few I didn't mention there. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of players that need to go, and I think they will. Callum Roach has said, who do you like for a 6 if Højbjerg goes? Paulinho, Kakare. I don't know Kakare. Sorry, I don't know who that is, Callum, if I'm brutally honest. I don't know who that is. Paulinho, look, Fulham are going to ask for absolutely ridiculous money from Paulinho. I mean, weren't West Ham quoted at like 90 million. Smash those likes. Yeah, weren't they quoted at something really silly like 90 million for Paulinho, who they bought for 20 million last summer? So I think it's going to be all very, very, very interesting to who we get. People talk about Amrabat. I think we need to be clever. I think there's good players all about the continent. I even like Onana of Everton. Just going to put it out there. I even like players like that. That's where we should be looking. Please continue to smash the likes. Let's get to 2. We're at 144. Let's get to 200 as quickly as possible. And subscribers, thank you to the 3 people who just subscribed. Let's get a couple more. Let's see if we can end the show on 6,350, which is 14 away. Let's see if we can do that, and let's creep up. Let's have a look. I'll come back to some more questions in a minute. Let's just go through some comments. Bryce has said, I've heard Margot is just a cheap version of Donna. Well, absolutely. Nick Brown has said, I'm happy with Maddison, Son or Porro taking free kicks, but someone needs to tell Kane. Yeah, Nick, for me, I want it to be Maddison. I watched yesterday a compilation of all of Maddison's free kicks for Leicester City that went straight in, and it looked like it was easy for him. But yes, we need to get Harry Kane off of those free kicks. Kudos has said Arsenal finishing lower this season. Listen, the problem is when you say this, Arsenal fans just think you're being biased. I think Liverpool will be the nearest challengers. I do. I think Liverpool have bought 2 really top midfielders already. They won't stop there. I think they're going to move Trent Alexander-Arnold into midfield as well to offer them goals and assists. They've got 5 to 6 forwards that all score goals. I think Liverpool are going to be second. At the moment, look, there's a long way to go to the window. I think Liverpool will be second, but there's a long way to go. And hey, listen, they collapsed last season. What will happen this season? We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think Arsenal, you've got a balanced Champions League with a Premier League. Have they got enough depth? What happens? At the moment, they've bought in Rice. Does that mean Xhaka and Partey are going? Do they have all of them for depth? It's going to be interesting to see what the Gooners do. But I do think Liverpool will be stronger. Just my opinion. Matthew has said 40 million for Maddison is a bargain compared to Mount 60 and Rice 105. Yeah, I mean, look, I suppose it all depends. 3 very different footballers. Maddison's your out-and-out playmaker, isn't he? Mason Mount is more of your industrious, hard-working midfielder that can sort of play anywhere. Will chip in a few goals as well, but great engine. And Rice for me is a really top talented central midfielder. I think the thing is with Rice, what you're doing is you're buying yourself 6 to 7 to 8 seasons of one of the best centre midfielders in the country. So, hey, when we talk about money, I suppose if Arsenal were to go and win the league and Declan Rice played every game, they'd say 105 million was well worth it. So money for me, it's always an interesting one when you spend X amount on a player. Sorry, can you bear with me 1 second? Sorry, people. I've not done this for 2 weeks. Thank you. 8 for Maddison and Savva. Your tan looks good and healthy. Thank you. It won't be there for long. And you can see where I've laid like that, can't you? Because it's got a few lines there. And then when my beard is taken to there, hang on, why can't I get when my beard is taken to there, that bit's going to be white. Anyway, back to the football. Champions League football is no joke. Rotation is needed for Arsenal, but their squad ain't struck. But this is what I'm saying. That's what they're going to have to build this summer. So, again, if they keep Xhaka, let's say, I know, sorry, this is Arsenal talk, but if they keep Xhaka and Partey, and then they've got Rice and Jorginho and El Nene, that's a good 5. Have they got enough? Then in the forward areas, they've got Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka, Jesus, Balogun, Havertz. Looks good. But can they keep all those players? If not, aren't they just changing their 11 up? We'll see. We'll see. Paul has said, hopefully they get terrible fatigue and slip off the pace. THFC till I die, big up, and said, Savva, in all honesty, what can Spurs achieve next season with the right players? I'm gonna answer this question when Spurs sign the right players. I think at the moment it's really difficult. But look, if you get 4 or 5 good players in that all come into an 11 that stay fit, then why can't we go for 5th, 6th, 7th? Listen, I don't know about 4th. I want to see. I think at this stage of the season, it's really difficult to tell because you don't know who's going to have what squad, what injuries. Yeah, absolutely, it's difficult to see. Slot Watcher's Bodyguard. What a lovely name. It's a Savva. I'm really liking the first impression of Ange. Me too. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Ange. I was really happy when we were linked with him. I think, there were other managers that fans wanted. I was a big fan of Arne Slot. But hey, if you can't get the manager you want, you get the manager you need. Steve D, big up, Steve. Hope you're well, my man. Has said minimum 8, but in our current squad 10. Our abject midfield has been crying out for this for years. Great show as always. Thanks, Steve. Much appreciated, mate. Much appreciated. And it seems that most people are liking it. 160 likes. Let's get up to 200. There's 431 of you. I'm going to ask a little question. I'm going to add a poll. And I would like an honest answer. Okay, I'm just writing the question now. And I would like an honest answer. And the question is this simple. Who has subscribed? Now, the reason I asked that question is it's amazing that when basically YouTubers, anyone who's got a YouTube channel will know this, we get all sorts of stats, the age of people that watch us, the demographic, the gender of people that watch us, how long they tune in for, if they tuned in and they lasted longer than 2 minutes, if this, that, the other, the peak viewers, that we've got all sorts of admin. Mine always makes me laugh. It's like 40% of the people that watch me for longer than an hour don't subscribe. And I always think to myself, but you watch me every day for longer than an hour and don't subscribe. So just wondering to see who hasn't subscribed yet. Let's keep going. Big up Garage Classics. Thank you very much. Gav North, big up. One of my favorites, Gav North in the house. I said, Maddison, suitability system, homegrown, set plays, 9.5. Bang on with you there, Gav. For me, people think I'm exaggerating when I say this. I've said this a number of times. This is our best signing for over a decade in terms of players coming in, being ready-made, Premier League, homegrown, know the channel. Yeah. So it is what it is. I think it's a great signing. I think we've had other players that have come in and developed into good players, but buying them at the time of being ready, I think this is a great, great signing. Donna Cullen says, Savva, your channel seems like a friendly channel as you didn't call me a... No. With thank you, Donna. Just subscribe. Thank you. It's friendly to some. Other people get called out if they're idiots. But less of that moving forward. We're going to move on to this. Just quickly, Dan E has said, for 30 million, Maddison is an excellent bit of business. I've wanted him since we lost Ericsson. You won't see a better steal than this. Well, hey, that's the aim. That's what the scouts, that's what Ange Postecoglou, that's what these people have to try and do this morning. This morning, but for the summer, they've got to try and find the next one. What did I think of Big Ange's interview? Yeah, listen, I liked it. Do you know what? I think more than anything, forget all of the, we'll make you proud, like Nuno said. It didn't seem very sincere. I wasn't excited about the Nuno appointment. Postecoglou looks like a really down-to-earth grafter. He looks like you and me. He's like normal football fans. He just talks well. He comes across well. Anyone else think that? He comes across like if I was in a changing room with him, I'd want to run through walls for this guy. I'd listen to him. I'd want a pep talk from this guy. I just get that feeling. And look, people will always have a go at me because of what I said about Conte, but I never felt that connection with Antonio Conte ever. Didn't matter if we won a game of football. I just didn't enjoy him. I didn't enjoy his press conferences, his football. It was about him. Arsenal for Life said, how do you think Rice will do? I think he'll do brilliantly. He's a top central midfielder. There's no reason for him not to do well there. And as much as Spurs fans will wish that he doesn't do well, I just feel like it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Let's just quickly see. I'm just checking to see if Romano said anything about Spurs this morning. No, the only thing this morning is that the breaking news that Szoboszlai has signed for Liverpool for 70 million. Liam Delap has gone on loan to Hull City from Manchester City. Man City loaning their kids out again. And Man City are insisting to extend Kyle Walker's contract as negotiations over new deal continue. Well, be interesting. Anything else from Spurs? Inter expected to contact Chelsea again next week in order to advance on the Lukaku deal. New round of talks taking place after Brozovic deal. I mean, is there anyone not going to Saudi? Is there anyone at all not going? I'm not going. I'm not going to. I mean, if the Saudis came in and said to me, "Here's $1 million a year to run your YouTube channel from Saudi," I might think about it. I'm not going to lie. So yeah, I'm a hypocrite. Money does talk, doesn't it? Flying Solo said, not begging at all. If he was, then he'd be fake and acting away. Makes clips go viral. Yeah, you'll never see that from me. I'm not one of these. Like I call this person out all the time. This absolute moron, Rory Jennings, who's got a massive following. Fair play to him. He's played the game well. He's played the game, right? But I don't know how anyone watches this guy and can take him seriously. His takes are not just, we say it's opinions, but his take about Haaland was completely fabricated. It was ridiculous, and it got him fame. And I hate that. I hate that. You won't see sensationalism like that from me. Jay Yid, what was the last Spurs signing that made you as excited as Maddison? Yeah. Van der Vaart. There you go, Van der Vaart, Rafael Van der Vaart. Troy, big up Troy, has said, I'm with you, Sav. Ange is such a quality man manager. Jose and Conte have the resume, but this guy could be the glue that sticks everyone together and gets us going in the right direction. I like that, Troy. Let's start a T-shirt. Glue over resume. There you go. Glue over. No, it's not quite, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Apologies if I'm missing some comments. There are so many in here. It's just an interesting one, isn't it? Why am I getting a good vibe about Bryan Hill under Ange? Now, a lot of people are saying, is Bryan Hill a Ange Postecoglou player? I don't know. I mean, I can't answer that question. I don't know. What I will say is Bryan Hill's haircut yesterday as he walked into the Spurs training ground, who saw it, was hilarious. Was absolutely hilarious. Please put some questions in. I will get around to as many of them as possible. If you want the guarantee of them being read out, please put in a super chat. There are 192 likes and there's been some more subscribers. Here's an interesting one. So from 109 people that voted so far, 16% haven't subscribed. That means, what's that off the top of my head? Oh, quickly, Richard, maths. What's that? About 16, 17 haven't subscribed. How mean. Tell them, everyone in the chat, tell them how mean they are. Just come on. A little subscribe doesn't hurt anyone. Nick Brown said, blimey, Savva, you're growing super fast. Congrats. I follow around 24 Spurs streams and yours is growing way faster. Nick, no. If anyone wants to see the channel that's growing the fastest, and this is my boy, this is my boy, Sean, Spurs Talk Show, and Henry Wright TV, these two are growing at a rate of knots. I can't keep up. These two are flying. Sean's growing like a 1,000 a day or something. But listen, get over, subscribe to those two as well. Spurs Talk Show and Henry Wright TV. We got some good stuff coming up for you. Listen, I'm just on my way to 7K. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Please let me know if you do subscribe so I can say thank you, because I think it's really important that we do. We just talked about this. I liked it, Buzz. I really liked it. I feel like he comes across genuine. I do feel that some people are going to misconstrue what he said. When he said he wants to win, I feel like people need to, it's still going to take time. Doesn't mean he has to win in year one. Daniel said, big up Daniel, hope you're well, mate. Said, feel like it's all gone a bit quiet on the transfer after Maddison. Seems like a lot of momentum has stopped. Yeah, I mean, look, I think the fact that we got 2 deals over the line quite quickly makes us greedy for more. What I would say is that Daniel, you're right. This week, I feel like we need to see a centre-half come in. Anyone know, does anyone know anyone know when we go away for our tour? When do we go? Because it would be lovely, wouldn't it, Daniel, to have the players in place, at least a couple of centre halves, so that we don't have to go on pre-season with the same players as normal. Big up to Ben Kaufman in the place. Ben Kaufman, the chief moderator of all moderators, the legend, the man, the myth that is. Where are we? Big Gibber said, is it just on my Twitter or is Romano posting very little? I don't know. I just looked. He's posted a few things this morning. I suppose Romano can only post what happens, right? Hey, that's just me thinking that. Thank you very much, Benjamin the Gaffer. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Yes, Mark, 5th does get us Champions League. Look, before I entertain any sort of conversation about 5th, I really, really want to see. What we do. Bring in a couple of top centre halves, bring in a top centre midfielder, some more attacking options. Why not? But I want to see what we do first. The defence for me is a massive issue. I still think we're light in central midfield. I really, really do. I still feel that we're very light in that area, and I don't think it gets enough coverage. Troy said we will definitely make Europe at least. Let's hope so. But more organised. I didn't want Europe this year because I didn't feel we were ready. I didn't feel we were in good shape. And I feel this year could be a really good year to build and grow. Just quickly, there's been a new member. Thank you so much. The Dingo Yid has become a channel member. Thank you so much, Dingo Yid. If anyone else would like to be a channel member, you have the option to do that. What that means is once a month there will be channel member only shows. And it really is appreciated. Thank you for the support. Alrox Beats, thank you very much. It's just put in a super chat. Not said anything, just said nothing, just a super chat. Thank you so much for that. It is massively appreciated. And Santu again, and such a big supporter of the channel, has come in with another super chat. So thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm going to try something outrageous. There are 460 of you in here. I'm going to try this. I don't know if we'll be able to get this to happen. But 15% of 130 people are saying that they have not subscribed. And I'm guessing other people just haven't entered that poll. We're on 6,352. Do you reckon we can get to 6,400? That's 48 subscribers in the next hour. What do you reckon? If everyone went over right now and pressed subscribe, I reckon we could get there. Let's see if we can do it. Sav, will you be at the first game to see Ange Ball? No, I've said before, I will not give Daniel Levy and co any money until I see an actual plan put in place. They're going to have to do a lot to convince me as a fan, if I'm really honest. Ben, absolutely. This is what I mean. Smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Where are we? Yeah, Arteta will have to do better with rotating players. Absolutely. Ben, you've subbed twice. Legends. Rahul. Big up, has subbed. Just subbed. Thank you so much. Radio Jonesy Tasmania. Love that. Love that name. What's the starting midfield going to be? Well, this is the question, isn't it? This is the question, Dingo. For me, I think at the moment, I think it picks itself, doesn't it? At the moment, with the players we've got, if you're picking a three, I think it's going to be Højbjerg, Basuma, Maddison. However, there's a long way of the window to go. I just get the feeling it will be that. If Højbjerg goes, then does Skippy go in there? When will Bentancur be fit? Does Ndombele get another chance? Will Lo Celso be sold? There's lots and lots of different stuff going on. Future Music, big up. I know you've subscribed. Thank you so much. Ian has said you'll have a lot of us Aussies this year. Listen, welcome everywhere. Every Spurs fan is welcome. It doesn't matter where you're from, but yeah, I'm guessing you guys are loving life under Postecoglou. Malachi, big up, has just become a channel member as well. Big up to you, Malachi. Thank you so much. There'll be some channel member shows starting this season. And so they're a little bit more intimate where people can come on and talk and not everyone else can see. I think Ange is a quality signing. I agree with you. I agree. Nick Brown said, I'm 61. I always stay for the full time. And if I turn up a bit late, I start from the start. Love it. Real fans. Hey, real fans. Terence has said, good morning, Savva. Good morning to you as well, Terence. I hope you are well, my man. Sean Whelan, big up, has said, we haven't signed anyone in a couple of days. Levy out. Oh, always Levy out. Always Levy out, Sean. It's horrible when he does something well because I hate him. But hey, that's life, right? Donna Cullen, just giving her best wishes to Ben Kaufman. Ben, I know you love Donna Cullen, don't you? You're a big fan of Donna. Where's Margot Robbie? She's normally in here by now. There's nearly 500 people in here. Where's Margot Robbie? Thank you for the 8 people that just subscribed. We are now only 40 subscribers away from the 6,400. We're flying up. Okay, my aim, here you go. Let me know, people. Do you think this is unachievable? Do you think this is unachievable? We're currently on 6,360, 6,354 subscribers. 6,354, which is mad considering 2 months ago we weren't even on 4K. I have said I want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of September. So that's 90 days to get another 3,500 subs. What do you reckon? Can we do it? Yeah, I saw something about this yesterday, C to the fourth. What has actually happened? What did Twitter? I'm not on Twitter, people. Someone tell me what did Twitter do? Why is Romano upset? What happened? Big up one of my main men, Barry Nick Collison said, at Football Heritage needs a haircut. I do. I desperately need a haircut. Look, I desperately do. And I started to find some little, I don't know if you can see it, started to find a few little grey hairs as well. And I've always prided myself, like with my mates, that like lots of my mates, they've lost their hair and stuff. And I've always prided myself that I've still got a full head of hair and I haven't gone grey. And then the last sort of few months, I'm like, oh my God, I've got some, oh God, I'm going grey. So let's hope it's a good look for me, the silver look, the silver fox. But it is what it is. Scott P is bringing us all back down to earth. People getting excited about Spurs, but we've only signed 2 new players. Rest of the same old drivel from last season. Remember that before getting too excited. Still need at least 2 to 3 in, and it's gone quiet. Scott, I don't disagree with you, but how many did you think we were going to have signed by now? Is there anyone out there that truly believed we were going to have signed 5 or 6 players by the time the players come back from holiday? I think we need to be a little bit realistic about that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this guy at all. I'd love to have a debate with this guy. He talks really elegantly and people think that he makes sense. He doesn't. He knows nothing about football. Bless me. 1 second. Apologies. I need to sneeze even if I'm live on air. Blues brother, big up Charlie, my man. Anyone who's a Chelsea fan or any good football fan, go over and subscribe to Blue Brother. Love Charlie. We worked together at William Hill together. Charlie, I saw the clip of you come out today. This morning it was released by William Hill. Have you seen it? It was about the where is more attractive to play. Is it Chelsea or Arsenal in London? Hey, I'll message you afterwards. And no, we don't want Ziyech, but thank you for asking. Let's have a look. I haven't watched the Crouch documentary. I haven't at all. Sorry, apologies. I feel like my hay fever has just literally kicked in about 2 seconds ago. I've gone all a bit sniffly and nasally. No. Thank you for bringing it up. I needed to bring this up. The Spurs review is not back tonight. The Spurs review is back from next Sunday, and we're going to mix things up as well. We're going to have some different structure to it this year, but the Spurs review will be back. Thank you, Ben, for prompting me. We'll be back on the 9th of July, which is next Sunday. By then, hopefully some more signings, some more players leaving. We'll then start going into pre-season friendlies. There'll be more to talk about. I spoke to the boys who I do the Spurs review with, and I think we agreed that we didn't want to go in too early in the summer, but hey, next week will be good. Matthew, we've done this to death. I just don't think you will. I think Man City are too good. I got in trouble with all you Arsenal lot for saying you wouldn't win it when you were 12 points clear or whatever. And you all said I was a hater. And yet then that came true, and then you're still here again. Hey, it is. Chris Cowling the Great. Welcome back, little YouTuber. You will never grow bigger than me. Oh, brilliant. wherever Chris Cowling is out there in the world. Listen, each to their own. I'm not in competition with Chris Cowling. Difference with me is you'll get some personality and, you know, I'll actually say the truth about the club. I won't just sit there and you know, want handouts from Tottenham Hotspur FC. But I hope Chris is well. Let's have a look. Where are we? There's a lot of people in the chat. Christopher said, Savva, not all Aussies are happy about Postecoglou Spurs. Some of us are Arsenal fans. Yeah, well, listen, some of you were raised wrong, weren't you, Christopher? Should have been given that Spurs shirt when you were kids. Big up, everyone. There are 478 people in the chat. Only 242 likes. That means that that means exactly half of you. There are 242 likes, 484 in here. Exactly 50% of you have not bothered to smash that like button. Please go and smash that like button. And if we can get 38 more people to subscribe in here, then that means that we will have hit the 6,400 and we would have done nearly 100 subscribers in one day. Please, please, please smash the likes. Please smash the subscribe. Let me know when you've done so I can thank you. Good morning to you, Hod God. Midori has said you're limited to how many things you can read tweet. Oh, I didn't know this. I'm not on Twitter, so I didn't know. Let's have a look. Blue Collar Sports TV, big up Blue Collar Sports. Hope you're well. I said, not a Spurs fan, but Maddison is a quality signing. He's the first Tottenham type player Spurs have signed since Ericsson. This is the message. This is the message. Philly, big up my man, Philly, 2109. Phil, I always want to ask this and I always forget. When you had that photo taken, what were you going to see at the Odeon that day? What film were you going to watch? And on Football Matters, you have said Højlund or Jonathan David, who is open to moving, would be a good alternative for Kane. Yeah, Højlund, I think, is young, up and coming. I think we need to see a bit more from him. Jonathan David has had a reputation for a couple of years now, just had a good goal-scoring year. I think Højlund probably fits the mould a bit more of Kane. David, for me, is a bit more of a quick goal scorer. But, hey, listen, I'm all for top players coming to Tottenham. Thank you to the 3 people that just subscribed. If we can get 34 more subscribers, we'll have done nearly 100 subscribers in one show. I think that would be a record for me. But hey, we're still 30 off that. Not yet, DM, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Wolves Finland said 10K is realistic in the next 90 days if you keep appearing on the Big Six and Terrace Football. That's, of course, boosts your chance. Yeah, listen, I do a weekly show, just me and Terry. And Big Six, listen, I have to wait to be invited on. So we'll see. It is what it is. Savva, give it 15 years and you'll be salt and pepper. Oof. You're so vain, Savva. I don't know what I'm vain about. Okay. Oh, okay. Wasn't very nice, was it? Australian Radio Indie TV. A lot going on there. There's a country, a genre, a radio station and a TV station. I do love the passion of football fans in pre-season. Yeah, it's where we get excited before it all comes crashing down again. Yes, absolutely. I thought I'd avoided it. But I haven't. Where are we? Buzz has said Hugo looked pretty disinterested yesterday. Do you think he could still play a role in helping Vicario settle? Yeah, I would say that it's probably a man that knows he's off, right? I think this is a man at the end of his career. I think he's been at Spurs for many years now. He's just seen Spurs sign the number 1. I think he pretty much knows his days are coming to an end. So I think he could definitely help Vicario settle, but I suspect he'll be one of the ones that leaves very, very shortly. Is my understanding of it. Please keep smashing that like button. Let's get to 300 likes as quickly as possible. We're on 270 likes and there's 505 of you in here watching. So let's smash that button. Billy Andrews has said, Savva, one decent transfer window won't change my feelings on Enoch. I want them out. Off the field, I can't fault them. But at the end of the day, we're a football club. Sure, I agree. Yep, I agree with every single one of those sentiments. Absolutely. Guys and girls, just so you know, we'll be going for another 33 minutes. We'll be going until 11:30 every day throughout the summer. We'll be going for 90 minutes, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Book that slot in. That is going to be my slot. Book it in, and you're all welcome every day so we can get our little fix of Tottenham. Terry has said, I want to get up in the middle of the night to watch Spurs and be excited again. Haven't done that since the Poch days. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. Go Spurs. Absolutely. Terry, for you guys getting up in the middle of the night, for us guys who are watching it during the day, I just think we want to be able to watch it again, right? Yeah, we want to be able to watch it again. Everyone kept telling me, oh, it's not that bad under Conte. I thought it was some of the worst football I've ever seen. I hated every minute of watching us. Crispy said, that's low, Savva. Chris is a great lad. I've got nothing against Chris. I just find it a bit boring. That's all. I've got nothing against Chris. I just sometimes when I watch his show, I just feel that everyone on there is everything is nice. There's never, he's not called the club out, and that's how he gets his slot on Sky Sports. I'm not knocking it. It just, do you want the truth or do you want to be massive? There's levels. But hey, I've got nothing against Chris Cowlin. I've got nothing against him. Angelo said, I keep telling my girlfriend to settle down. I'm watching Heritage with Savva. Damn right. You keep telling her, Angelo. Chris Ward has said, Savva, that's funny because my dad is actually a Spurs fan. I'd argue I made the right choice. Oh, Chris, you can't come into a Spurs chat and start talking like that, mate. Can't at all. Just a big up. Not having these live rants while you're away left such a gap in my day. Love these discussions and live interaction. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. That means a lot, and I will keep doing them. The next one will be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. But we're not going anywhere. We've got half an hour left. We're not going anywhere at the moment. Hod God 10 has said, I've joined. May as well, since I watch you pretty much every time you're on. Worth it, mate, as you're one of the best out there. Thank you. That's too kind. Amen. Ben is giving people warnings. There'll be no chat. There'll be no tolerated chat that's anything to do with racism. Please, please, please keep the chat football. We don't want politics. We don't want race. We want to talk football. We're all football fans. It doesn't matter where we're from. If we're from Mars, if we're from England, it doesn't matter if we're purple or blue or black or white. Let's just talk football. Thank you very much. John Ellis Hall said it was like watching paint dry under Conte. I agree with you. I didn't get behind it at all. I couldn't. I struggled with it. And at the end of the day, there are people that loved him. Oh, he's a winner. He's bigger than our club. But hey, I'm a football fan. If I'm not enjoying what I'm watching, then what are we doing here? By the way, if anyone does want to become a moderator, I'm happy for them to become a mod if I know you and if I trust you. But just let me know. Here's an interesting one. Let's talk about this, people. Richarlison, what are we expecting? What is anyone expecting from Richarlison this season? Do we think he's going to get game time? Is he going to have more and more games playing out wide? Are we going to finally see him getting game time up top? That was tough to say. What do we reckon? Will he go? Does anyone think there could be a way in which Richarlison leaves? I'm not sure. Adrian Parker said, if things go well, Savva, you'll have to change the title from RANT, methinks. Keep it for now, though. Yeah, listen, RANT, it just goes early in the morning. Just goes easy for the show. Hasib said, Sean Butler sent me here. That's very nice of Sean. Thank you very much. If he sent you here, smash that subscribe button, Hasib. And thank you. I mean, we've just had another 5 subscribers in 5 minutes. So thank you to everyone. It's flying this morning. Daniel Harris has said, bit harsh on paint. It is. I mean, guys, what did anyone, let me ask, did anyone enjoy Antonio Conte's football? Please be honest. Did anyone enjoy it? Just asking. C to the fourth has said he will come back to form, scoring about 8 to 10 goals like the mid player he is. Yeah, that is the worry, isn't it? John Ellis Hall has said sell Richarlison. Paul Connor has said no manager's bigger than the club they manage. Absolutely. Adam has said, I do enjoy watching defensive football as long as it's aggressive and you still try to win. Fair enough. Cade McKenzie has said, hello from America, Texas. All love Savvy. Big love to you as well, Cade. Please smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and you are very, very welcome. We are 14 likes off of 300. If anyone wants to get their question read out, make sure you put it as a super chat. If not, I will get round to as many of them as possible. And we are 34 subscribers away from the 6,400, which would be 100 in one morning. That will be 100 subscribers in 3 hours, which would be absolutely ridiculous. Big up to you as well. Richarlison will be a trash pigeon again. Kudos has said, yeah, Rant isn't necessarily complaining. True. Richie fits the new system, says Evan. Well, we'll see, won't we? Donnie has said, do you not work, Savva? Thank us for paying your electricity bill so you're able to stream from our tax we pay. Yes, I work. Donna Cullen. Whoever's running this Donna Cullen account makes me laugh. Can I become a channel member? You can trust me. I moderate things really well for Mr. Levy. I'll do it for free. Oh my good God. Chief, Mark is a moderator. Ben is a moderator. Just quickly, another. Thank you so much for Arox Beats. Again, big support of the channel. Saying, I think signing Sancho on a loan to buy option is good business. He covers both the left wing and the right wing. And Postecoglou will get him back to his prime without a doubt. Sancho will take Kulusevski's position. Wow, a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes there. But hey, what do we make of that, people? Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho for me, Arox, if I'm going to be honest, and sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Jadon Sancho for me is a sometimes player. I feel like there's a player in there. Yeah, I haven't seen enough from him to get me excited, if I'm really honest. Let's have a look. Where are we? God, there's so many comments. Sealy has said, what's your thoughts on Ndombele staying? I don't want him to stay. There you go. I don't want him to stay. I feel like, I don't know. Just for me, he's a lazy guy. Technically brilliant, lazy footballer. And surely we need better than that. Do you think Kulu will play as a backup to Maddison, considering he lacks pace and it's crucial in Ange's system? I think we'll see him played in multiple positions this year. I think Ange Postecoglou will get more out of Kulu this year. I thought he was really poor last year. I was really disappointed that Conte seemed to struggle to get the best out of anyone other than Harry Kane last year. So I'm hoping Ange can bring that out of them. Adam has said Spurs should sign Chuba Akpom from Middlesbrough. There's a shout. Scored a lot of goals for Michael Carrick last year in the Championship. Would you sign him? Let me know. Chuba Akpom, obviously, is a second or third choice striker. I was saying that he's not been given a chance. Richarlison, Grico Christos. Big up. I said from day one, we got linked. Sign Richarlison. He's a terrible footballer. No first touch. Can't beat a man and can barely finish. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think the difficulty is he scores a couple of goals for Brazil and everyone goes, oh, well, he's Brazil's number 9. But I'll be honest, I've never watched Richarlison and enjoyed watching him. I don't like his attitude. He works hard, but surely that should be a prerequisite. LFC for the double said, I would hate to watch it. Well, yeah, we did watch it. Not last season. Paul Connor has said, Richie will play as Ange will rotate. High octane football. No one can play every game at full pelt over a season. Sure. I mean, I'm hoping, listen, whoever he starts, cool, I will get behind. Whoever he starts, I will get behind, and hopefully he can get the best out of them. Feliz, wow. Maddison is a good signing. Spurs, though, without serious correction, are in danger of being outside the top 6 for a few years. Well, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do this year, isn't it? We need to address those problems. We need to make sure we're buying centre halves. There are 502 or 503 of you on here. Thank you very much. We have just smashed the 300 likes. Let's get that up to 350 ASAP. And for the 18% that are in the chat that have ticked that they haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe right now. If we can get 20 of you to subscribe between now and the end of the show, we'll be absolutely flying. So it'll be a great way to end the weekend. Donna has said, I enjoyed it as long as he won. Once he gave interviews about a club I arranged to sack for him. Oh, my God. Jeff Bargery has said he really wanted to enjoy the football, but sadly he didn't. I think a lot of people are feeling that way as well, aren't they? Aaron, big up, my man. How are you? I hope you're well. Has said, no, Conte was never the right guy for Spurs. Good riddance to him. I agree with you. I agree, but lots of people loved him. Lots of people loved his football. So weird. Philly has said, I don't think Richie will make it. He is not prolific enough. Never has been at Everton or Watford. The pigeon needs to be clipped, sold ASAP. Oh, Philly, I love your way of words. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with all of it. Hod God 10 said, we can't fault Richardson? Who's Richardson? Richarlison for effort and diving. May work for the last 20 minutes with Maddison as a free kick specialist. I mean, yeah, if we're gonna really drag out some positives, then sure. He's just not for me. Wolves Finland, big up. Hope you're well, my friend. Said there was some enjoyment in the 21-22 season when Kulu, Bentancur and Doherty were on fire. Couple of months before Matt injury, but Benta and Kulu keep cooking even after that. I think, yeah, it depends. From a counter-attacking side, there were some good moments, but it's just for me, I hate counter-attack if that's the only tactic you're playing. That's only me. Again, as always, I can only speak for myself on my own channel. I can't knock other people. I can't. If anyone likes that style, then that's up to them. C to the fourth. Big 1 second, C to the fourth. Sorry, I'm parched. C to the fourth said it wasn't enjoyable, not for the style of play, but because you could see it would lead nowhere in the end. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. James Watkins has said, big up Savva. Big up to you as well, James. Hope you're well. Rashi 10 has said, Elon Musk is ruining Twitter. I wouldn't know. I'm not on it. Lots of people like it, but not me. Oh, no. Bad experiences. Nick has said, hated Conte ball, but glad of any wins. Yeah, listen, winning's winning, but I just couldn't stand it, Nick. I'll be brutally honest with you, mate. It bored me to tears. Derek has said Conte's football was crap and boring. Ian has said Ange needs 2 players for every position. His style is tiring. But Simon Diaz said, can't see Richie playing if Kane stays. We won't have enough games to warrant a big squad rotation. Ben has said, quick plug to our buddy Perch. He's doing a charity stream on the 15th of July. Absolutely. Perch is doing a charity stream on the 15th of July. Unfortunately, his uncle passed away recently, and it's in honor of that. So please get over there, subscribe to Perchy, and we will all be there for the charity stream. Big up Perchy, one of the good ones. Thank you, Ben. Ben keeps reminding me of all these things I need to remember. There's a lot going on. Still got to unpack and clean and wash everything. Robert has said, hell no, the worst football ever. James said, have I seen the Tap Sober links? Yeah, well, apparently, listen, he signed personal terms a long time ago. We now need to get this deal done, right? Let's just see if there's been anything else mentioned this morning from anyone. I don't think there has. Azpilicueta has signed for Atletico Madrid. That's happened this morning. Chelsea having a right old clear out of players. Rafa said, Savva, you need to put the chat on for mobile phones. What do you mean, my man? What do you mean? You can put the chat on for mobile? I did it all holiday. Big up Phil P, the man, the myth, the legend. I said, Savva, are you looking for a Hawaiian Tropics sponsorship for FH Football Heritage TV? Big up. Yeah, why not? If you work for Hawaiian Tropics, hit me up. We'll do a deal together. You send me away every week. I'll tan using your product and we'll stream from wherever we are. There we go. There's an idea. The missus would love that, wouldn't she? Me going away every week. Please keep smashing the like button. Please keep smashing the subscribe button. Can we get 17 more subscribers between now and the end of the show? That would see us hit nearly 100 in a morning. I feel like I'm missing some super chats. Where are we? Where are we? There's so many people in the chat, so big up to you all. We'll be here every morning at 10 a.m. Simon D has said, Henry, no. Henry's not Lee Gunner from Wish. Henry is a very, very good content creator who has got his own style. Let's not be so harsh, Simon. Henry's a top content creator. He's my boy, so get over there and subscribe to Henry. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I've seen one. And Paul Connor, big up Paul, has said, great show and great views, mate. Keep up the good work. 3 centre-backs, 1 number 6 and another winger. We're top 4. Wow, that's some big statements there, Paul. Top 4. Look, we'll have to see what type of players we bring in. It's early days. We've got to remember that at all times. It is early days. We are going to be going for another 16 minutes. If we can get 1 subscriber for every minute that we are going, that would be great. Keep smashing the like. Super chats do ensure that your question will be read out. If not, I will just keep going through the comments, and if I get them, I'll get them. Seek the Fall for Savva. I ticked that I didn't subscribe, even though I have, just to cause chaos. Sorry, don't ban me. Each to their own, my friend. Each to their own. Stuart has said, in the time Conte was manager, we were 4th in the league table, much closer to 3rd than 5th. Tedious to watch and doubtless tedious to play too, but the players are not as bad as we make out. I disagree completely. I think the players are as bad as we've made out. I think, how can I say so I don't contradict myself? For me, what annoyed me was that our strength was the front 3, and 2 of them had terrible seasons under Conte last year. That's the worry for me. The worry for me is that he didn't manage to get those front 3 firing. Hey, that's just me. Conte got Spurs and Champions League with a poor back 4. You can only polish it for so long. True, but it was boring to watch. I'd rather have not got top 4. The football we saw in the Champions League when we finished in it was atrocious. Sorry. Bless me. Where are we? Darren has said, I'm glad Conte's gone. It was just a vanity signing for the stadium. I agree. I completely agree with that. Jeff has said, Savva, I'm a pest controller. Would you like me to deal with a pigeon? Very clever. Very clever. Kudos has said, Elon Musk is encouraging people to actually stop wasting time on social media. Yeah, interesting one, Matt, considering that he's just bought one of the biggest platforms in the world. Bob, I hear you. Not getting excited till we sign a decent centre-half. Hopefully this is the week, Bob. Come on. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully we get 2, and hopefully the first one is this week. Paul has said, Conte was never a fit for us. Far too defensive and spent 180 million on rubbish. I agree. I completely agree. Raf has said, I'd rather have Richarlison as a backup than no backup at all. When Kane got injured and Llorente left, we were a bit... True, I'd rather Son went up front if Kane got injured than Richarlison, if I'm really honest. Mark Cousin said, Aaron Dab, I don't know anything. Watch Free Spurs Boys. I don't know what that's about. Big up the Free Spurs Boys. Big up Kuva and big up Bobby K out there in Canada. Big up to the Spurs family. Mary, big up Mary, has said, hope Kane goes for a fee and speculation will end. Actively hoping he'll go, or you just want the speculation to end? Which one is it? David Lever, big up David, has said lots of reports in Nottingham saying they want to push for Sessegnon this summer. I'm all over that, David. Another player for me, not quite good enough. I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League, let alone Spurs. Said it from day one. I think he had a very good year in the Championship about 4 years ago, playing as more of a forward. I've never seen anything of him since that makes me think this is a good footballer. Simon has said, I'm just looking forward to a different style of football. By the way, does my mic sound okay, guys? Sorry, I've been away for a couple of weeks. I didn't know if it's still in position, still sounds good. It sounds crisp and clear. Let me know. Yeah, Angelo said I'm using mobile to chat. Yeah, I thought I've yeah, everything should be set up to go. X Towers said, Savva, don't go to Chelsea site men's team staff. What? Because of Pochettino? I'm over that, mate. I was over Pochettino many years ago. Tyrell Gunner TV. Big up Tyrell. I said, what's up, Savva, bro? Maddison is a very good signing. Big up to you as well. I agree. Great signing. This is the worry, that he is a defensive style manager and we still ship that many goals. Angelo saying, where's my pug? It's not the same. Do you know what? We got the dogs back last night and the pug isn't happy. We left him for about 10 days. So he's not happy with us at the moment. The wife is spending some time with him now to see if she can get him back into our good books. If we can get back into his good books. The French, you know, he loves us. It didn't help that we gave him a bath this morning as well. And they don't like that really. So, hey, that's where the dogs are. Which two centre-backs would I buy? I mean, look, the obvious, I like players like Van der Ven, good player. Tapsoba, I'd take Bremer. I'd take Tosin Adarabioyo. I think he's a good, steady player. I'd take Joachim Andersen, Mark Guehi. I think there's a lot of centre-halves across the world I'd take, if I'm really, really honest. Does my dog snore? Yeah. Find me a dog that doesn't. Mary has said both the fee and to end the speculation for Harry Kane. Guys and girls, we're going to be going for another 11 minutes. Let's have one last drive. We're on 337 likes. Let's get that to 400. That's 63 more. 63 more likes. And we've got 500 people exactly in here at the moment. Can we get 20 more subs? If everybody right now that hasn't subbed could go and just go boom, sub for free, it would be much appreciated. Let's grow. Let's get big. Let's do this for a living, and we can YouTube all day, every day. Sean Egan, big up Sean, has said, Savva, I'm Australian. I'm an Australian Cornishman and hence slightly biased, but don't underestimate how important a signing of Mile Jedinak is to Ange's coaching staff. He was a real leader for Australia and for Palace. If Postecoglou wants him, who am I to disagree? Yeah, I used to really enjoy him down at Palace. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Where are we? Paddy Hartnett has said, Ange just brought a feel-good factor back to a lot of fans, but you still have some knocking everything. I understand the frustration, but let's try and be positive. I agree. Let's do this. A man has said Cess and Dyer need to leave. Yeah, we can't let everyone go in one window. I think Cess will. I don't think Dyer will. It's just my opinion. Angelo said, Elon Musk has also said nobody in Australia will need to work ever again with his cryptocurrency. Yeah, this man says a lot of things, doesn't he? Stuart Wheeler has said it's all the clickbait. It's if all the clickbait comes true, Spurs are going to have a team of world-class monsters this season. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get everyone we're linked with, but hey, let's enjoy when we do get some good players. East London Gooner in the house has said, big up Savva, loving the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you to you as well. What do you make of your team's transfer window so far? Are you happy? Is it as spectacular as many are saying? What do you reckon? Thank you to the 3 people that just subscribed. 16 more subscribers. 16 more subscribers between now and the next 9 minutes, and we would have had over 100 in 3 hours. That'll be absolutely sensational, and I can't thank you enough for that. Evan is going for a top 4 or FA Cup win. FA Cup. If we finish 5th and won the FA Cup, I'm all over that. 5th gets Champions League as well. Even if we finish 6th and won an FA Cup, let's get some feel-good factor back to this club, shall we? Should we get some feel-good factor? Top 4 for me isn't feel-good factor. It's vanity. Top 4 is great for you want to hear the Champions League music, but I can't remember the last time I enjoyed watching us in Europe, if I'm brutally honest. No, Dennis, not at the moment. Not at the moment. Maz the Goat said, if you read this, I will sub. Okay, there you go. Let's see you sub. Thank you very much. Ali has said, if Kane stays, what place would you predict Spurs to finish? it's difficult because I want to see what we do with the rest of the team. At the moment, I think 7th or 8th is where we'll be. I think we need centre backs. We need a centre mid. If we get those in, can we push higher? Sure, depends who it is. Lloyd Hughes, thanks so much. I said, great show, Savva. Have a nice Sunday. You have a nice Sunday as well, my man. Thank you very much for stopping by and helping us grow. Bill has said the FA Cup all day long. Philly has said, hit the likes up, people, and spread the good content. Thanks, Philly. Love you, man. A user has said, Savva, I am worried we have taken the foot off the gas in regards to the new incomings. I guess we signed Maddison to keep Kane happy. Why can't we keep that same momentum going? Listen, I feel like I don't feel like we can have like 4, 5, 6, 7 signings in a week. There's a lot of work that goes into it. I think that we need to relax a little bit. I think if we get to the end of this week and there's no more news or bids have gone in for centre halves, then I'll be worried. But at the moment, I'm quietly comfortable. Kudos has said, sick of seeing Dyer's extraterrestrial head, brainiac without brains. Adam Bush has said, maybe Maddison could be similar to what Dele Alli was. Spurs would be much worse without a proper number 10. I'm hoping he's better than Dele Alli. I thought Dele Alli was a very good goal scorer, but a limited footballer. Just my opinion. Mark Cousins said, I'd take 17th for an FA Cup win. Yeah, we need something, don't we? We need some trophies at some point. Look, if we don't win anything this year, it's fine. We've got to build. We've got to grow. It's what's happening. Pain like Bane, big up my man. I said, tan like Sav. Great to see you back, my good man. Thank you very much. Yeah, the last day it rained, so I didn't get to finish off the glow, but hey, it is what it is. Derek Smith has said, I'd be more than happy with 7th, an FA Cup semi-final and entertaining football. Not asking for a lot there, but no, listen, I agree with you. Why not? Why not? Right. People, stop chatting about other YouTubers or any football beef between other people in this chat. I won't have it. I will block you. I don't care who you are. Stop it right now. Please keep it out of this chat. I don't want any of... I've eradicated all of that from my YouTube world. Don't have any beef with any YouTuber. I don't want any of that being brought into here. Please leave it at the door. Adam has said, please don't sign Alex Scott. Our midfield is like a stale digestive when he doesn't play. Sorry, Adam. We want him. We want him. Raf has said, Savva, do you think Porro was a waste of money? Not sure why we bought him since we're going back to a 4 again. Well, look, this is always going to be the difficult thing about when you swap managers, isn't it? That one manager wants to play this way, one manager wants to play that way. Was it a waste of money? Hard to say. Let's see what happens this season. I think we're going to see a lot from this guy going forward this year. And I think he might rotate with Kulusevski on the right side. Will we see him at right back is the big question. Radio Jonesy Tasmania, big up my man, has said, Ange will bring more from Asia to Spurs very soon. Yeah, lots of people have been saying that. We haven't seen it yet, but hey, he's only just got to Tottenham Hotspur away. Let's see. Let's see. Stuart has said, I'm hoping deals are done, but we are waiting on players going out to create space or the team we are buying from finding replacements. And then like a house chain, everything starts moving. Yeah, absolutely. It is a little bit like that, isn't it? You've got to have players going out before you can have players coming in. And we're going to go for another 5 minutes, people. So any comments, get them in. Philly that says, Savva, do you think West Ham will have a big summer? Interesting in seeing what the other team do in comparison to Spurs, Newcastle, Arsenal, and United are going to show what Champions League football brings. West Ham's an interesting one. Apparently, they're on the watch list for FFP, aren't they? So apparently being the biggest word in football, apparently they can't spend all the Declan Rice money. I don't know. I don't know. Watch this space. Depends. Can they get in some good signings? Will they keep hold of their other players like Bowen? Let's see. My West Ham mates, all I know is they are intolerable since they won that cup. Intolerable. Tony said, we won't win anything without a proper defence. Absolutely, my man. We've got, centre-halves needed. Centre-halves needed. Ben has said, if Ange can get a tune out of Lo Celso and Ndombele, then alongside Maddison, our midfield looks very good. Bentancur is a 6. Ben, I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't want to see these two in the Spurs team. I've seen them for 4 years. There's not enough for me to want to see them again. I want it new. I want Basuma. I want an Amrabat. You know, Maddison. I want different. I want selfishly. Is it so? Actually, it's not selfish. I want to see Spurs go with new players, new ideas. I'm bored of Lo Celso and Ndombele, 2 players that can't run. Paul has said we will have a trophy next season, this season or next. I think we'll go for cups as it guarantees European football. Let's see. Let's hope so. Bang on, Ben. Bang on. Keep the toxicity out the chat. Why do people want to be toxic to each other? It's football. Come on, it's football. We're here to chat football. It's YouTube. It's a bit of football. We don't need toxicity. Sean has said, Savva, as an Aussie, I'm excited for 2 a.m. kickoffs again. Sorry about that, mate. I can't help where you live. Morton Barley, big up my man, has said, next season we need to be realistic about our situation. But there's definitely a buzz amongst the fans, which is such a refreshing change. I agree. There are some people that just don't want to feel that buzz, and that's up to them. But again, a few signings changed that. Right, guys and girls, Ben, please go over and plug to Ben's channel, The Coffee Company, please. And also go and subscribe to him and the guys at Tottenham on Tour, Danny Kiriakou, and of course, the one, the only Brian Daigle. Guys and girls, there's a super chat here from Arox Beats, who said, I'm from South Africa on my way to rip up Dyer's contract. Red plus red, you always get one. I said, at Savva, but you were conveniently toxic towards Conte. I wasn't toxic. I didn't enjoy his football. I think there's a difference between people having toxic conversations, slagging each other off in conversations than having a football opinion. Let's grow up a little bit here. I just didn't ever want him at the club, and unfortunately was here too long. Guys and girls, first and foremost, thank you to everybody that has joined in the show today. I hope you very much enjoyed it. We have ended the show on 364 likes, so smash that like button as you leave. And please smash the subscribe button if you leave. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. tomorrow for another Monday morning rant. And we've got some more. I'm on with Rants and Bants tomorrow as well. I'm on a new show with Saeed TV at 12 p.m. tomorrow. So please, please, please show the love for the channel. Much love. Thank you to everyone that put in the super chats. Thank you to everyone who asked questions, everyone who commented. Thank you for keeping it a nice place to be. And thank you for the nice comments about my channel and my tan, apart from the people who thought I looked burnt. Much love. See you soon. And as always, here is a video to see you out.